the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show continues on Charleston's Big Talker, 1250 WTMA.
Welcome back to the last few minutes of the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show here on the Big Talker, 1250 WTMA. And I want to jump right into this because this is the exciting part of what I want to help you guys understand is going on behind the scenes here with these iBuyer programs, with the Zillow instant offers, OfferPad, Knock.com, Open Door, Marketplace Homes, all of these companies that want to give you an instant offer, a sale guarantee, if you will. And I want to talk about Zillow for the remainder of this show because if anybody's listened to this program in detail, you know how I feel about the Zestimate. And I think even still, Zestimate has my home as being worth close to 40% less than what it's actually worth. And if you read the fine print on Zillow, let me give you the cliff notes of what it says. Hey, we get pretty darn close the majority of the time. Except for homes like mine, where I'm pretty sure I know how to price a house at this point in my career. If I ever listed a house and I missed the mark by 40%, I'd be out of a job. But here's what Zillow's going to do. You're going to enter in your address. You're going to send some information to them. You're going to send some pictures. And once that happens, they're going to review the information. They are going to give you an offer. They're going to say, you only have 3 days to accept this offer, and then it's invalid. It expires. Yeah, right. Of course, they're going to, buy your home if you agree to that price. And so on the surface level, it's going to look pretty good. It's maybe going to be a few percentage points off of your Zestimate. That's the key word right there, the Zestimate. And then they say, all right, so here's the offer. And you say, okay, great, let's move forward. Then they're going to do an inspection. They're going to prepare the actual contract for sale. And then once they do the inspection, they say, okay, well, based on these repairs and our findings, we need to offer you this. And, here's a fee and blah, blah, blah. They just start to cut down on this initial shiny object that they give you, which is maybe 3% off of your Zestimate. And if you've not worked with a real estate agent in the past, let's say that your Zestimate is, $250,000 and they're going to offer you $240,000. Well, that's really not all that bad. You get to save some commission. You get to sell the home and not really have any interaction or have a bunch of people walking through your house. So, hey, I'll take it. But then they get the inspection back and, okay, I'm sorry, now we're at $215,000. And then these things happen along the way, and you realize that you have gone from a Zestimate of $250,000 to a sales price of $210,000, when in reality, your house is worth $270,000. And you say, wait a minute, now I've just sold my home for over 20% below fair market value. A real estate is going to cost me 5, 6, 7%, depending upon who I hire. And you still have to pay your own closing costs, by the way. It's not like that's your net. You still have to pay your attorney and all your closing costs in order to get the property sold. And they're going to provide you with a breakdown of everything that they're going to pay and everything that you're going to pay. And then you're at some point going to say, you know what, this isn't for me. Well, here's one of two things that's going to happen. And I can just imagine this happening, a couple laying awake at night with the lights still on because they can't sleep because they're so nervous about this process. And they're looking at each other and they're saying, We've come this far. I mean, yeah, we could probably get more money for it, but we're going to have to do some repairs and we're going to have to interview agents and let buyers walk in and out of here. And let's just do the deal. I just envision that conversation happening. And the next thing they know, they have taken a bath on their house, a serious one. We're talking tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars in equity lost for convenience. Well, let me tell you something. A really good real estate agent can offer you that same convenience throughout a sales process and help you save a lot more of your equity. So you're either going to say, all right, let's do it. Or you're going to say, you know what? No, I'm not going to agree to this. We're going to do things the right way. and we're going to hire a real estate agent. We're going to sell this house to a buyer that's willing to pay what it's worth, not to an investor that's going to turn it right around and stick some tenants in there and then flip it at some point in the future and make a massive profit, which is really just the equivalent of how much of a percentage I took off of the price right now. And so you're going to say, no, I'm not interested. And then what's going to happen is they say, okay, well, we really appreciate the opportunity. And Zillow has already given your contact information to premier agents, people that are paying for these types of leads at Zillow. I am one of those people. My budget to Zillow is quite large. I won't share how much it is on air. It's more than you probably think. And so we get all these leads from all these different sources, from people that are inquiring through Zillow or from other agents that are unable to claim their own leads on their own listings. You know, every time we have our property listed on Zillow, we're the only agent that appears. You want to talk to somebody about that house, we're your only option. Whereas all the other listings out there have other agents attached to the listing, which to me is the same thing as like me putting a for sale sign in the front yard and then having 3 other random real estate agents put their for sale sign in the front yard. It's the same thing on all these websites, just on a bigger scale, because there are more people looking at your home online than there are driving by your house. So Zillow is taking advantage of all these opportunities, and really the biggest thing they're taking advantage of is your reliance upon the Zestimate. Your belief that the Zestimate is accurate. I'm here to tell you that it is not, and that you should not trust it. And if you want to know what your home is worth, you want to sell your house, please call me and I will walk you through this process. I provide an analysis on the value of your home at no cost. And remember, if you list your home with me, we'll pay for a free pre-listing home inspection. And if you sell and buy with us, we'll move you for free. So feel free to give me a call at 843-345-1273. That's 345-1273, or go to listingsincharleston.com. That's listingsincharleston.com. And enjoy your weekend, Charleston. Thanks for listening to the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show on the Big Talker 1250 WTMA.
Join us for another edition of the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show next Saturday morning at 9 and Sunday morning at 10. Contact Brian Beatty online at listingsincharleston.com. That's listingsincharleston.com. Or call him at 843-345-1273. 843-345-1273.